Hey guys, how you doing? Cardon here, aka Car Boss, back with another episode. And today we're going to talk about how is it possible that all these people that you see on YouTube afford all these cars, and how you can do it for yourself. So, first of all, I think that all of the successful people that you see on YouTube are hardworking. I'm sure some were, born into wealth, but that's not to say to knock them, because it's also difficult to keep wealth. So just because you make $1 million doesn't mean that you're going to be rich forever. There's a lot of expenses, and people buy stuff, and there's expenses, and health, go to the doctor, you got to buy groceries. So life costs a lot of money. Now, so what you see from all these successful people, whether it's Daily Driven Exotics or Stradman, some of Stradman's recent posts, he says the sacrifices that he did. So hard work, sacrifices. Sometimes maybe you don't buy the $500 shoes, you just put it away for your next purchase. You don't go out to the movies, you don't go out to get drinks, you don't go out to restaurants for food. You buy food at the groceries and you use it for the week, and so forth and so on. So I think saving is a big... Some financial people say you should never save money. That doesn't make any sense to me, because well, how else are you supposed to buy stuff? No one just gets paid every Friday. Oh, here's $1 million, here's $1 million. No. If you're an average person, you have to save your money. And I would think the majority of us are average people to where we have to save our money, because it's very rare. I forget what the percentage is, but not even many people have $100,000 in their bank account, and that's true for me too. So I think 70%, could even be higher. 70% of Americans don't have $100,000 in their bank account. So that's over the majority of people do not have $100,000 in their bank account. So therefore, we have to save. I forget which financial person said you should never save your money. That doesn't make any sense to me, because I don't get how you can save up for purchases if you never save your money. But so these people save their money, they're hardworking, they make sacrifices, and they do this day in and day out. So if you apply yourself and you find something that you love and you have a passion for doing, do it to the best of your ability. Do it at 100% every day, day in and day out, and it'll eventually pay off. No matter if you want whatever kind of car you want. If you want a Koenigsegg, if you want a Toyota Tacoma, my suggestion is you take, let's say your paycheck is from one of your sources of income, because I always recommend to have multiple sources of income. From your main source of income, let's just say just use $1,000 you get paid weekly. So you take $500, this is depending on what your expenses are, but let's just say you take $500, boom, right into your savings, right from when you get paid. So, and you do this every Friday, and then over time your savings will build, and your savings gets a little bit of interest. It's not that much, but every little bit helps. And then you use the rest of your money to do your bills and stuff, your expenses, and then from there, that extra money that you have left over, keep it in your checking and make some sacrifices, and don't go out to eat. Don't go buy drinks. Don't go do whatever. I get people are like, oh, how do you live? You gotta live. You do have to live, but you gotta be smart about it, because especially if you're getting paid under $500,000 a year, you got to be really smart about how you use your money and what really what is important to you. That's you should write that down. What is important to you? Short-term plan, long-term plan. What do you want to do in the next year? That's a good sheet to have. And then the next 5 years. So for myself, in the next year, I want to get a house by myself, whether it's renting or buying, because right now I rent with roommates. And so my goal in the next year is to have my own house, whether it's rented or purchased. I'll probably need to do a FHA loan where we put 3% down, but I'm okay with that. So the way you can get all these cars is, for example, let's just use Daily Driven Exotics. They have a YouTube channel. Well, before then, Damon, I forgot what he did, but he had his Ferrari, he had his Lambo, and then he was a hardworking person then, and he's still hardworking now, and he's built his YouTube channel up. I think they're a little bit over 2 million subscribers now, so it just doesn't come overnight. That comes with years of dedication. As I was saying, it's all about hard work, dedication, and put 100% in every day. I had a coach back in the day. He'd say, put in 130%. Well, that's false. There's no such thing as 130%. So it only goes to 100%. You can only do the best of your ability, and I recommend everyone, puts on blinders, puts in hard work, and then from there, everything will fall into place eventually. So, I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see everyone later. Bye.